Hello everybody, it's Lazel here with another video. And lately a lot of you were asking me in the comments about the difference or the effectiveness of attack and damage, or what the difference between that is. And it kind of goes very deep into the technology, and there are a lot of enhancements and stuff like that that you can include into all of this. But today I want to start with showing you 3 reports which will show you the difference of these things. So I did a few hits on my alternative castle, and I have them here, and I will show them to you and describe you what I did in between these reports. So just to clarify, I attacked with nothing special in the first report, and from then on I did a few adjustments. So I will quickly scroll over my technology. This is the technology that I have been using in the attack. You can pause the video whenever you want, and then we will get into the results of that. So, okay, let's get into it. So in the first report, my alternative castle was always defending with 1k of tier 9 infantry, which will give an additional HP boost when you're defending. And I have always been attacking with 2k mages. This amount of troops always stays the same in all of the reports. The only things that I did was adjusting the technology of attack and damage increased. So here in this report, and this will be the important factor for you, will be to watch the replay and see how many kills my mages did. On the first 1 or 2 hits, it might be possible that there are some fatal hit triggers in it, so just sort them out. When we go into the first report, which is the basic report that I did, we can see, okay, my mages kill 184 infantry units on the first 2 hits, and this is the basic reference that we have. So in the first report, my pet looked like this. These were the pet skills that I have been using in the first report. So, and now we will come to the second report. And a good thing in my pet skills is here on the top you can see that my attack expert is on level 19, which will give my whole army an attack boost by 16%. Then I also have the Anti-Infantry skill on level 17, which increases my damage against infantry by 16%. So the percentages are the same. And now we come to the second report. In the second report, my pet looked like this. So we remember that in the first report, my mage attack was at, let me quickly get into the technology, that is 196.2%. So now we come into the second report, and there we see that my mage attack was at 212.2%. And now what is the deciding factor is take the first hits in my basic report, where my mages killed 184. And now we come to the second report, and here you will see that my mages killed 194. So 10 additional kills on each hit when we equip 16% more attack. And now we come to the third report, and what did I change in my third report? In my third report I exchanged the 16% of my attack expert for my 16% anti-infantry. So, and now we look into the technology of my third report, and there you can see that I am back to 169.2%. But in this report I have, where is it, damage increased against infantry by 16%. So, and now we are quickly coming back to the basic report. Remember, we did 184 kills on the first 2 hits. On the second report, where we added the 16% attack damage, and it got up to 194. And now in the third report, we removed, or we replaced, the 16% additional attack for 16% damage increased against infantry. So, and now look at these numbers. Here we are talking about 215 kills per hit. So what is the final result from that? The thing is that when you equip attack, it increases the base attack of your mages, which you can always see in your barracks. This refers to the attack power of your mages. But from that attack power, you still have to subtract all of the defense stats of your opponent's units. So and what comes around from that is the damage. And when we increase the damage, which is already subtracted by all of the defense stats, except for things like damage reduced when defending, if you would be on the defending side, then we can clearly say that damage is more effective than attack. But consider this. We are talking about damage increased infantry here. The attack expert increases the attack of all your units. So the attack expert gives you a wide spread and also helps you with your event performance. And especially these pet skills with additional damage against certain units or reduced damage from certain units are extremely powerful when it comes to specializing onto one unit. What I want to say by that is that don't just think that going for damage is the best thing that you can do. Yes, it will make you a very strong fighting castle, but you just simply focus onto one unit. For example, when you go for these skills, there are other ways how you can really increase your damage. I will come to them later. But it is all, in my opinion, it is good to have a well balance between a high attack and a high damage stat. So your whole army profits, for example, from the attack expert, and still you have some nice additions like the anti-infantry skill to increase your damage against a certain unit that you often face. What is also very beneficial is when you decide to go, for example, for enhancements like here on my belt, damage increased when attacking. This works for all your units, just limits you to being the attacker. And for the most of us, we always attack. So this is really an enhancement to go for. I hope that this video clarified a bit more about the effectiveness of base stats from attack and damage. And I hope that it helped you out, so it will help you with making decisions about your castle improvements. Maybe I will bring a few more videos where I explain, for example, how reduced damage from certain things work. But still, in the end, I hope that you enjoyed this video, that it helped you out, and then I would say, see you in the next video. Goodbye, guys.